Trent's spiel right there. He didn't realize I went live so you guys could hear him. You know, he's a stud, man. He's on it, dude. He's like, I gotta get my finite glass and my nice ass beer.
I'll be back by the time the ads run.
Yeah, we're not got the ad, so we're gonna show you guys what magic is made out of. Trent's spiel right there. I'm excited to. I'm excited to drink some good beer with you guys, and just to help with the yawning this episode, I went and took a double shot of espresso, some cold brew. I was like, dude, I gotta get this under control, man. I know I get up early, but so do you guys. Yeah, I put on a good show for you. Got my XRP hat on now. You guys see blockchain back here? Got to go visit Brad Garling's house. Man, I'm a little jealous, but I was cracking up because the picture that they took, the feet were touching. I was like, oh, that's so funny. They're like stepping on each other's feet.
In crypto, speed matters, but trust matters more. At Caleb & Brown, you're never on your own. We connect you with your own personal broker and a 24/7 team, ready to help you buy, sell, or swap over 250 digital assets with one flat, transparent fee. No spreads, no slippage, no hidden costs. Get the best market prices through deep, aggregated liquidity executed by our professional trading desk. Your funds are secured with institutional-grade cold storage for total peace of mind. Track every move in real time with our intuitive client portal. Anywhere, anytime. Whether you're trading as an individual, trust, or business, we give you speed, security, and peace of mind. Thousands of clients in over 100 countries already trust Caleb & Brown. Visit calebandbrown.com and start your personalized crypto journey today.
Disclaimer, not financial advice. We're not liable for any personal financial decisions. This show was created for the greatest entertainment on the internet. So thank you everybody for tuning in. My name is
Guys, that was not Trent. Did you throw me on the screen? Okay.
I'm here, guys. I just got here. Thank you everybody for tuning in. If you haven't already, please smash that golden like button. Get those likes up in here. If you like Trent and you wonder how he does that with his voice, guys, he drinks a special slurry right before the show. When he says he's going to get his beer, it's really not his beer. That's code. Also, guys, we got the subscribe button. Your ring-a-ding-ding and your ring-a-ding-ding with that subscribe button. You find it right here. You got the ring-a-ding-dong. The ring-a-ding-dong right there, guys, out there in Barstow, California. You also got with the subscribe bell right there on YouTube. That's where we're located. Find that bell, smash that like over there on Kick, get that algo going, guys. Boost us. Thank you so much for everybody tuning in. We are the most hydrated crypto channel on YouTube. Trent, what do you have to drink today?
You know what? Today I have.
Please let me beat him. 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 Please let me beat him.
Today I have one of my favorite triple IPAs that I've had in a long time. And
I got you,
guys, because I'm in a good mood today. You know why I'm in a good mood? Because when I opened up CoinMarketCap earlier this morning, I was busy writing the script. When I opened it up and I looked at top gainers and losers, guys, Pepe was coming in at #1 loser for the last 7 days. Come on.
Come on, Pepe.
Ada freaking blew it out of the water this week.
It's trolling, Trent.
You know, there you go. So I've got Sorcerers of the Coast.
Ooh.
And
like
this is a triple dry hopped, hazy triple IPA, hazy IPA, coming in from North Park Beer Company, coming in at, drumroll, 10% on the dot.
Oh, hang on. I'll be right back. I gotta get another beer.
And this is hopped with Citra Cyro, Citra Dynaboost, Nelson Sauvin, and Nelson. So there you go.
Now, GT has a question for you, Trent.
Yeah, there's like 3 Del Tacos open. They're all owned by the original owner. There's the one on First Street Bridge that you're talking about. There's one on Mountain View that's like, I mean, there's a gas station next to it, and you know the movie theaters across the street, you know, whatever. And then there's also one in Linwood over like where the outlets are at. ASMR pop.
Ooh, popped right in the mic. I hope you got a little splash on that tip.
Here's the poor, as opposed to the rich. And you know what? With the pump that Bitcoin's having this last week to bounce off 60K, some people have dreams of being rich again. But I'm here to tell you, you're gonna have to wait a little longer.
I didn't tell you.
You're still poor.
I have a story to tell you, and it's gonna be magical by the time we get through it. Here's my ASMR pop, Trent. Today, you know, I'm not gonna lie. We'll see where I come in at. We got No Lee Juicy Squatch Imperial Hazy IPA. You guys can't see the alcohol content yet because I'm holding it as a surprise. That's the can art. It's born and raised in Spokane, USA. Noli Brew House. Brewed and canned by Noli Brew House, Spokane, Washington. Well, that's what I gathered. There's no art on here at all. Backstory, you know, for Sasquatch have been fun that they did like Jack Link's like style little font going down. But I am coming in at 9.5% ABV Imperial Hazy IPA. So I'll go ASMR pop on my end too. Who had the better ASMR pop, guys? Me or Trent? Yeah, here's my glass. Here's the beer. We watch it go in. See this color? This is a way better color than Trent's.
Nah.
Trent has like a nice like orange juice like color.
Opaque yellow. Look at that.
Mine's like if you didn't drink any water all day and you had a pee. That's the type of color you really want. You don't want no champagne looking girl drink. You want a real man's drink. There you go, guys. Get a little pour the rest of the way. Get it coming in, man. Let's get that, dude. I've got a way better. You know, when we first started, I'd always end up pouring the drink, and I have like this little table, and it goes right in the crack, right on my pants. And so now I don't have to really worry about that. But that's a nice cinnamon-looking, fireball-colored beer right there. You know. Cheers to the greatest brew crew out there. Cheers, Trent. Ka-chow to the pump.
Cheers. Putting a poll in the chat right now.
Nothing but foam. Nothing but foam. That's a nice cheers. That's a fancy glass. Trent does have a fancy glass. Mine's a Goodwill glass. That's where I got mine. Okay, let's get after it, I guess. I'm gonna share a screen. Pop. Actually, okay, the wrong button. All right, just load it into bubbles. This is the easiest one for me just to pull up. Hey, look at the cred, up 19%. Very nice. Kite's on a little dipper. Is it finally time for Kite to come down? Holy cow! One can only hope. Maybe we could short it. Pippin coming down too. I had a nice short up here, a little scalp. I actually scalped it. It came down here, and then right about over here, I closed. No, maybe I closed out like right here, up in 15% in profit. I was feeling pretty good about that. Yeah, I could have kept going lower, but there were some mixed signals I was getting, and I was like, you know, don't get greedy, man. If I'm up, I'm up. So I closed it out. Well, let's jump over to CoinGlass. Well, Trent's putting up his poll. Come here, CoinGlass. We're gonna go look at Bitcoin.
Hey, welcome in CC James P9S, whatever that means.
P9S. We got Bitcoin ETFs. We're coming into the USD. We have 51 million Fidelity outflow. Arkham sold $49 million worth. Bitmine bought $70 million worth of Bitcoin. And then BTC bought 6, but that still brings us into a net negative of 21 million outflows for the institutions. They're kind of getting a little emotional, man. Like they were rocking 506 yesterday and 257 the day before, but now here they are getting like little cold feet. Let's take a look at Ethereum. Ethereum actually had a pretty mellow day. Grayscale switching from one to the other. Fidelity sold 21 shares, bought 7.6. And I don't even know what Queeth Invesco is. But Ethereum only went down 9 million, but they had a massive inflow yesterday. Massive. So that's pretty good. Solana just had a plus 500K day. That's it. Yesterday was also a massive day for Solana, taking in 30 million. XRP coming in with 1.2 million. At least the XRP train, we beat Solana out. Didn't actually XRP did the best today because Ethereum was negative, right? Am I going crazy? Yeah, Ethereum was negative. Solana barely took in, and Bitcoin was also in the red. So, hey, XRP army, we came in strong. That's right, XRP, the top ETF. Let's get after it. Let's go. The institutions, the hedge funds, they love that XRP and they love buying it on the cheap. That's right, Trent. Let's take a look at the liquidation heat map coming on in. Where is our liquidity lie? Last 24 hours. Woohoo, we're in a sweet hot spot right now. Hot pile of liquidity right above us and right below us. And we're right smack in the middle, man. We could come down to a sweeping 65,000 and we'll take in about, let's say about 150 mil. And then if we go up, we could bring in probably about 150 mil. Man, I really gotta expand this out. Like I need a longer time frame to figure this out.
I gotta swap out for my Cardano hat.
Whoa, Trent. Where did he go? He disappeared on me, Trent. Oh my goodness. What do you think about this liquidity, guys? You seeing what I'm seeing in here? I'm seeing that there's a sharp amount of liquidation levels quite below us. I mean, we could drop down even to 60,000 range. Trent, look at this liquidity.
I told you I was swapping out for my Cardano hat.
I know.
Just the sweat stains on it. Guys, there's sweat stains on it because I wear it when I trade Cardano, and I'm like,
in the night, you're watching the night. Oh, man, Trent, look at this liquidity on Bitcoin, though. Look how much we have below us. And you know what's scary about this? I mean, we break down our real break, we get like a slight break at 63,900, but I mean that's so minor. You push right through that. You're really looking at like 61.6 to 60,000 ish range. If you break down, the liquidities will pop. All that leverage will be taken out. It'll be a snowball effect. If we come on up, we do got some still at 69,000. It's not out of the realm of impossible for us to hit that before we go down. But we're still bearish, guys. It has not changed. The market is crazy. You sound like a UFC announcer. Trent, you sound like a UFC announcer.
I think he's talking to you, bro. By the way, I don't know. That comment makes me wonder if we've seen you before, CC James. If not, as always, hey, subscribe to the Blockchain Brew to become part of the Brew Crew, the most hydrated crypto community on YouTube. YouTube's a hard grind, and it helps us out. And every single person who subscribes touches T-Square right in his banana zone, which just happens to be his heart. So there you go.
That's hilarious, Trent. You're so funny. We're going to head on over and we're going to take a look at the token unlocks. What do we have coming in unlocking this week? We have YGG. We were talking about a short on there last week. you took that short, would you have been up? Well, let's see. YGG. YGG. It's a yield. Why is it not showing me the chart on here? What the why? Usually it just does show me the chart. Okay, well, we're just gonna pretend that it did show me the chart and you'd be up. We are taking a look at some other coins. Optimism coming on in. Man, Optimism's been beat down. We looked at that chart. Dude, it's been beaten down. We have another 1.5% unlock coming in tomorrow. Looks like tomorrow. Zora's coming in with an unlock at 3.7% of its current market cap. I don't think we actually have anything else like super crazy. I mean, if you guys have any of these coins, then let me know. But I don't know what any of the other ones do. Oh, there was Gun. Gun has a unlock coming out 5.2% of its current market cap. Not terrible. Not a terrible unlock. And now we'll head on over to the biggest gainers and losers, and then we'll start working our way into the charts. Shall we throw up the next slide on the thingy to next thing is charts?
Yes, we really need to start doing that. Thank you for saying that.
Oh, you're welcome.
Do we want to look at news, though?
Oh, yeah, I guess we could look at news. I guess so. I mean, there might be some news coming in. Guys, is there news today? I don't know. I was really busy listening to Joe Rogan talk about how he bought Bitcoin and it's been the greatest investment of his life. And that's not true, guys. I just made that up. I'm sorry. It was a lie. I just don't know. I was trying to make some important news out of no news. I'm back on the moon.
CCP. You hate CCP. We all hate CCP. Let's go.
Let's talk about hate CCP. Welcome. We have biggest gainers and losers. We have this one coming in called Power Protocol. I like how this one throws up the chart compared to I was trying to look at the other one. Right now, what I see is there's your high. You got a lower high coming on in. It kind of looks like either a bull flag or a losing strength. Losing strength does seem like a possibility. What else do we have for the biggest winners? The winners. Wow, nothing really crazy. Whoa! Trent, Luna Classic out of nowhere up 20%. That's screaming like a possible short opportunity. What is going on with Luna Classic? Oh my goodness. We also have Red. I think this is Redstone. Isn't this Redstone? Yeah, Redstone's waking up again too. Look at that. Redstone's flying up. Also looking like a short opportunity. Or a long opportunity. We have to kind of get it in and look at it, I guess. So what else do we have coming on in? Redstone, Pippin's up 9.91%. We shorted this. We put it in the Discord today, guys. We were up some gains, about 15%. Luna 2, not doing as good as Luna Classic, still up 8%. Now we head on over to the biggest losers. The losers. We have Pepe coming in at 6.86%. Oh, poor Pepe. It's getting the dirt kicked out of it. Unbelievable. What else do we have? Arweave. Arweave's down to $1.63. Oh my gosh, guys, look at Arweave. This is the year. Look at this. You telling me this is not a good time to pick up Arweave? You're either buying something. This would be your best investment you've ever made or the worst one that you've ever thought about thinking about doing. Say that 10 times fast. That's kind of dangerous. Not financial advice, guys. We also have Kite coming in at negative 13%, one of the biggest losers. We've been saying all freaking week, guys. It's about a top. It's about a top. It's about a top. There was its top. Sharp decline. We bounced up, sharp decline again. We're into a good consolidation zone. It'll be really nice to come over and take a look at it today, see what else is it doing. Does it have more downside? Does it have more upside? People want to know, so we're going to have to give them. We have Golem coming in at negative 9%. Golem is something I first saw on Voyager, and back when I saw on Voyager, people said it was a dino coin. It was old school, old tech. So I don't know anything about Golem, but I do know it's down 9%. That's something that is for sure happening. And wow, guys, I have never played Arc Raiders, but this keeps making me think of Arc Raiders every single time I see an AI rig complex. Don't know, but I don't know. All right, Trent, I'm taking over to you because you have the most wonderful news pulled up, guys. He's gonna have something to share, something special that nobody even knows about Cardano. He's saving that little gem tonight, so you guys have to sit through it tonight and to mine that little nugget. Isn't that right, Trent?
Well, yeah. So here we go. Guys, Hold on, let me share
Yeah,
my
deep at
share my
47K.
screen first.
It's always been that one point of support or rejection over the years. I'm tired of it. Kind of like this is a 6-7 crap of the youngsters today. 6-7 guy, dude. I know the 6-7 crap. You know when they say that 6-7, you go, why is the 6 afraid of 7? Because 6, 7, 8, 9. This is a good time, the best time ever to sell at the bottom. You have to sell, peeps. Yes, sell so we can buy. So we can buy some Night. Night is one of your favorite coins. We know it is.
And he says I got beef with 47K. Yeah, like the thing is, back in the day in 2021, BitBoy said Bitcoin's never gonna go under 47K ever again. And of course it did, right? But maybe his time horizon was just off by 5 years. But anyways, guys, in terms of news today, I was going to read the Crypto in America article, but look, we all know what it is. Jane Street has been manipulating the market at the 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time market open every day for the last 4 or 5 months, and they've been dumping Bitcoin. The way that they've been doing it is actually by I just learned this today. What they've actually been doing is accumulating Bitcoin and accumulating Bitcoin ETFs, and not actually buying the underlying spot Bitcoin that they're supposed to be buying when the ETF inflows come in, to avoid moving the price up. And then what they've been doing is acquiring Bitcoin, over time, and then dumping all of it in large quantities every market open at 10 a.m. And so they've been acquiring it and then dumping it faster than they acquire it in order to put their own short positions in profit. And they've been making like $80 million a day some days. Like
$80 million of my money, $80 million of your money, $80 million of I hate CCP's money, $80 million of do not use money. Did you see do not use comment?
Oh, he's over there on Kick. I'm sorry, do not you. I see his comment on YouTube. Wait, not hating, but not even BitBoy's, not even BitBoy's family care what he has to say. Yeah, I hear what you're saying. This is a good time, best time to sell it. Yeah. Guys, so here's the thing. We all know what's happening in the news. It's the Jane Street stuff, and then here's another 2 headlines for you. Oh yeah.
Because this is kind of time sensitive.
Yeah.
I just want to let you know, Bitcoin, you could make the argument would be in a bullet, flag, or pennant, and it just looks like it's starting to break down below the 200 on the 15-minute.
On what time frame?
The 15-minute. I just timestamping it now. That way we
bull,
can come back to it
flag,
later.
But you're saying breaking below?
No, I'm saying it just looks. Look. Just look. So you got the traditional like bull pennant kind of coming in, low highs, high lows kind of coming in. The 200s right here clearly, right? Well, now we're just starting to break below the 200.
Oh, got you.
And it looks like it could down to that liquidity level. Okay, sorry.
Yeah.
It's time sensitive. Guys, if you haven't already,
I sent my resume to Jane Street today, and they turned me down.
So if you haven't, check out these.
Oh,
You ever heard these chips? They're jackfruit chips from Costco. Buy one get one free, and they are amazing. You know what jackfruit is?
yeah.
They're like this big. They grow in the middle of the desert.
Yeah.
And they have little seeds like this big. That's what you eat. It's great. Great chip, man. Sorry, Trent. I derailed your train of thought.
Oh, you're good. The other 2 big headlines. Look, Coinbase rolling out stock trading. It'll be 24 hours a day, 5 days a week during weekdays. And then you have crypto.com being approved for a bank charter. So crypto.com is going to officially be a bank. SoFi was the first bank to move to crypto, and looks like crypto.com is going to be the first crypto exchange to move toward being a bank. So there you go. Anyways, we all know the headline, so I'm going to take this news time to actually cover a little bit of midnight stuff. So, guys, the gates to Midnight City are open. A living city populated by autonomous AI agents, generating real transactions, real activity, and real proof generation on Midnight. Step inside and watch rational privacy in motion. Explore the districts, inspect transactions, toggle disclosure views. This is more than a simulation. It's a window into the Midnight network. So, let's see how this works.
Midnight City, a living economy built on top of the Midnight network.
You are now in the city center of the Midnight
You hear
City
volume?
simulation. You will notice agents all around, conversing, transacting, and even creating businesses in this vibrant economy. Up north, we have the rugged
Do you hear any
mining
volume?
district, where crystals are mined and processed to serve as the precious resource of this living simulation. Whereas to the east, you have the much more mystical Eastern District, filled with fables and tales of a time long gone. In the south, you will have the touristic Coastal District, where a lot more hospitality takes place.
What am I
Whereas
looking
in
at?
the west, you
I don't
have
know.
the
Some of you
bison
guys might
valley
not want to
district
watch
of
the whole
epic
thing, so I'll
concern
skip.
for the common eye. However, if you
What
were
is this, Trent?
authenticated or you were
Midnight
part of
City.
a government
Is this a game?
institution,
Yeah,
then you
kind
may
of.
be granted a viewing key. And with this viewing key, you would be able to see much more information,
It's not
such
a
as
game.
where that transaction came from,
This guy
who
played
it
a lot of
was sent
Pokemon
to,
though.
and how much was indeed sent at all. This is something that might be necessary where certain regulatory frameworks need certain transparencies into the private transactions of its constituents. We have also built a number of other auditing functions, namely in the Agents tab, where you will be able to see the live events that take place and how vibrant the simulation really is. And on the right, is shielded, like their personality and their transactions. However, if we had the right auditor key, we may be able to see just a little bit more. Here we can see the transactions that Cinder has committed to the blockchain, of course, as the auditor in this situation. We have also built a very, very capable God mode. Now, obviously, this would not be possible in the real Midnight Network, but this gives you just a sneak peek into how deep this simulation really goes. In God mode, we can see the personality of that agent, their conversation style, and even their stages of growth as they progress throughout this world, their performance metrics, and most
So it's not so much a game as much as it is a simulation that is really kind of meant to show you how selective disclosure works on Midnight, where you can, if you give an auditor key, then that person or that auditor or that node operator or whatever, right? Like node operators still have to be able to confirm certain things, right? And validate. Like the node itself is able to validate all of the details of the transactions, where whatever human eye is looking at it can only see what you want them to see. So you can, this simulation shows like a public mode versus a that's very if you look really closely at the addresses, like they both look like the same address. You can't distinguish what's going on really. This is selective disclosure, right? You choose what you want to be public. You choose what you want to be publicly seen, even if that is just proof of payment, right? Well, actually, Pepe, you missed the beginning of the show and why I was in such a good mood. And it's because Pepe was the number one loser on the last 7 days, and ADA has, actually pumped. So, anyways, Flight Fan says, now I have to invest in Midnight. I'll use the money I make to pay myself for the form. For the 4 minutes and 42 seconds of my life. I lost watching that. Hey, I thought it was cool. Okay. It's a simulation that lets you see how selective disclosure really works. So, anyways, can we bring the music back on? Let's see. There was one more thing.
Okay.
Midnight City is live. Okay. Everyone's talking about this right now.
Vision Pulse Fat Boy says 8 to 10 cents by summer. Vision Pulse Fat Boy says Ada will never see $3 ever again.
That is
myself to the bank.
That is very much not true. I'm going to take a quick look over here at Tap Tools real quick. Guys, I guess you can call this our Cardano Spotlight, guys. I haven't been that good at doing it lately. Just because we get so deep into charting, that by the time we're done, it's like time to wrap it up,
That's what she said.
We got the tap and we got the tools. So Midnight mainnet launching soon. People's first thaw of Midnight is now completely thawed and it's ready to be claimed. So 25% of people's Midnight allocation can be used, by the way.
Did you see Carl's new haircut?
Yeah, this is slightly old news at this point, but and we did talk about it, but it is really big. We now have access to Circle's network, Circle's protocol, Circle's technology, and the great liquidity of the Circle network as a whole, and the added privacy benefits of USDCX and all of the technologies therein. So, guys, what Charles said, in the aftermath of this, but by the way, everyone's been like, on Cardano's ass for the last 2 years, wanting it to have a tier 1 stablecoin. Now we do. USDC is on Cardano, but in Charles's words, it's actually better than USDC. It's USDCX. It's a version of USDC built for the Cardano network, but it's privacy enabled. And so it's actually better than the real thing or the original thing. So anyways, there you go.
I slapped a do not use question.
Oh, explain to me, how is Midnight City going to pump my bag? It is not. It will just try to sell me a Tamagotchi with NFTs. Yeah, Midnight City is not going to pump your bags, do not you. It's just, educating. It's just a fun way to educate about selective disclosure. That's all. There's a lot of nerds out there that care about it, guys. So for what it's worth.
Did you see Charles' new haircut?
Yeah.
He shaved his head. You don't got no hair.
So yeah, without further ado, guys, let's get into
the charts. Well, we looked at liquidations, guys. There's a fat amount of liquidity straight down to 60,000. Now we do have a little bit up around 69. The question is, do we come up and take it and make a double top before going down, or do you just go down and get it and we leave the guys up top alone? We're currently looking at Bitcoin from the 15-minute, and what do we see? We have a bullish pennant, right? It was bullish because we were broke above the 200. Now, what the heck is this? Why is this line here? Now we have clearly a downtrend. Now you can make the argument that it is. Sorry, I messed up my train of thought. Make the argument that we could still be in it, but the fact that we're getting below the 200 seems far more likely that this will actually fail to the downside. Stokes and strength are trying to rebound. We look at momentum down here. You could be like, well, we're trying to get a trigger wave. Sure, we got the view out coming up, but is it enough to get above the 200? I guess we'll have to wait and see. We really got like 4 minutes left on the 15-minute to figure this out.
What's up, Cisco?
Not looking super likely. The 1 hour we come on in, we actually have a trigger wave. Oh, not trigger wave. Sorry, a red dot to the downside. Money flow coming down. View out coming down. Stokes and strength. Strength is like plateaued. Stokes are still high. I'm not super bullish on this, guys. If you wanted my opinion. Now we come over to the 4 hour. The 4 hour also has we had the red dot to the downside. Money outflow is extending out. The VWAP it's okay. Momentum waves coming down. Stokes and strength. I like that it's in green. It looks like it's running out of steam. We're still below the 200. I'm not.
Everything is short opportunity daily.
What's up, Daily? What's crack-a-lacking, man? Rejection
As
off
a matter
the
of fact,
50 MA.
I would argue that you're not going to get much more shorting out of ADA than you will out of Bitcoin at this point. So, Flight Fan says, okay, guys, let's talk about the new rumor that Stable has lost their interest approval in the bill. Now, do you think AITs, what's an AIT? I think AITs can now flourish without the competition. Oh, algorithmic stablecoins? Is that what you're talking about? Can now flourish without the, I don't know, without the competition of stablecoin interest. Staking will look good.
I think you meant to say alts can now flourish without the competition.
Oh, alts. I don't think that stablecoin interest was ever keeping altcoins from doing anything. It just doesn't make a lot of sense to me. Like you would have to say that the market cap, like the total stablecoin market cap is nowhere near like what you get out of a good altcoin pump. Like it just doesn't measure. They don't measure up in my mind. But if it's a rumor that Stable's lost their interest approval, I don't know. I mean, I think it's one of those things where we just have to see what happens after the March 1st deadline that the White House put for this. And I don't know if anyone really knows whether it's going to be approved or not. So, hey.
As long as it's good for Stables, I'm okay.
Yeah.
So where are they at? So we look like we got on the 12 hour, we got rejection off the 50 MA. We have a doji candle trend reversal, likely more downside. I think this might have peaked, VWAP coming down, money flow extending out. That might be it, man.
How is this not a triple top,
What?
That chart.
This chart?
Yeah, specifically, yeah, right.
Like 1, 2, 3.
Yeah.
It could be.
Yeah.
You could also make the argument, there's your low, slightly lower high, slightly lower high.
Right.
I'm just not feeling it. It should be better looking. And the fact that we're below the 200, still not feeling good. 5-day actually still says bullish, though. 5-day still says bullishness coming in. 3-day does, too. 2-day also looks pretty good. The daily is like...
I don't think they look good. I think they just look like some relief could come.
Yeah. Well, yeah, exactly. Like, it still looks like there's some relief coming. The daily is kind of like iffy about it, though. And it's hard for me to see us going back up to 78, meaning the 50.
Yeah.
12 hours doesn't look like it, man. I don't know, dude.
Look, CryptoFace was shorting this morning, and he was saying the 6 hour and the 12 hour and the 4 hour.
The 6 hours looks disgusting.
Yeah. And he was...
And 4 hour looks gross, too.
Right. And he was saying this, at the, during the morning, but So granted, some more time has passed, but I think if anything, it probably just looks worse. Yeah, I mean, he was saying 4 hour, 6 hour, 12 hour. Like his big point was that we're going to, at the very least, fill that wick to $60,000.
Yeah, I think so. I think so. You know,
Not that he doesn't think that, we're going to go below that eventually. He was just saying, at minimum, even if we relief rally before we go much lower into the 50s or whatever, he was just saying on the 4 hour and 6 hour, we're going to fill that wick to 60K. But
what's up, Chris? What's crack-a-lacking, brother?
hey, Chris has issues.
Issues. I would say problems. Would you rather have issues or problems, Chris? Which, in your own opinion, what is a worse issue or problem?
Chris has 99 problems, to be specific.
Yeah. I kind of want to look at Luna. Okay, so we're gonna say bearish on Bitcoin tomorrow. Maybe we could bounce back on the daily, 2-day and 3-day and 5-day time frame, but I would say we're bearish. Let's lead into Luna Classic. Because this might be a good short opportunity. Whoa, that's a lot of momentum, but I'm on a funky time frame. Look at the 1 hour. Holy cow. Why is Luna Classic waking up out of nowhere, Trent? These are Trent's favorite signals right now. We got coming in Tweezer. Tweezer tops on Luna. Money flow's thick, though. VWAP slightly coming down, but it might not be done. You'd have to short this and kind of hope for the best. Excuse me. We are above the 200, though. That's a good sign. First area of resistance is where we are at right now. Wow, dude, that is crazy. It's hard to measure that. Like, it's straight up God candling right now in the 6 hour. Holy cow. Guys, should Trent open up a long on Luna Classic right now? And if he should, put a +1 in the chat if you want Trent to trade this on the 5-minute time frame.
I'm not trading Luna.
I don't know, Trent. I think this could keep going. This could be a runner. Wow, that is crazy. You know, though, I'd be bearish when it gets to that 200. If we're right smack there, that could have been the top. All things said. VWAP's shooting up, momentum coming up, strength Stokes coming up. Money flow just ticked up just barely. Wow, that's coming out of nowhere. It really is. I'm trying to make heads and tails of like a chart pattern, and I just don't see one. I mean, you could argue whatever 0s, 5, 9 this is be a major area of resistance. You'd also argue the micro one would be right here. But if you look at the previous giant God candle wick right here, zing, it shot way up like that. That makes you a little nervous, man. But this could turn into that on the 2-day, you know.
CryptoFace was also saying like the wick up to basically 70 yesterday was like, he was saying that it rejected right off of a spider line.
Spider pig does whatever the spider pigs can. We got Light Fan just feeling XCN could benefit from this rumor. What rumor? I was just trying to say alts can now offer retail interest. They can use credit cards and offer high interest for keeping a $1,000 balance stake. PPL will chase interest payments. Wait, I thought the whole do Quan thing meant Luna to 0. No. I mean, you could argue. I heard a lot of things that a lot of the whales are upset about what happened to Luna.
I wouldn't buy it, but Luna can make a comeback.
Yeah, Luna could make a comeback. A lot of people are actually pretty pissed off about what happened to it, and there's a strong community behind it still.
Yeah.
Luna's actually looking kind of bullish, man, to be honest with you. And it's weird for me to say that, but it does look kind of bullish. I mean, you got a swing up on the time frames to kind of get that little anchor trigger wave. VWAP, strength, Stokes, RSI, green dot on the 5-day looks kind of good. I don't know if this is done.
Light Fan, that's actually a very good point. So like, yeah, like I will absorb that and and think on that for a bit and and maybe absorb it into my purview and my arsenal a little bit, because that's actually a very good point. I need some time to kind of sit and reflect on it, but yeah, I see what you're saying.
Trent, would you be willing to trade this on BitFi or BTCC? So we have a nice shoot up right now. Market cypher's coming on in with a green dot. Stokes are still high, but they're curving up. VWAP's kind of doing a little bit of that too. We come into the 1 hour time frame. 1 hour is not looking great, to be honest with you. It's not looking terrible, but it's not looking great because it's like kind of slight trade sideways. VWAP's coming down, string Stokes are coming down. 4 hour has a perfect wick to the 200. Phenomenal wick to the 200. So maybe this is where you'd want to short, but we do have a green dot momentum coming in. You might need to take a look at this, Trent. Green dot on the 6 hour. Ooh, we'll green dot on the 4 hour, the 6 hour. That's sharp on the 12 hour. Maybe we can make it go up to the 200 on the 12 hour. That seems likely.
I would pass on it right now. Like, there's mixed signals.
You have to look at Lux Algo. Maybe Market Cipher has mixed signals, but Lux Algo might not.
He says, I'm launching midday coin. Better than midnight can offer. Is it just going to be called noon or lunch?
Where's XCN at? Here it is. XCN. What do we got going on with XCN? That was a strong pump to the 200. A few. When is this? January 26th. Let's look at something more fresh, more recent. We want to figure out if this has any more gas left in it. Onyx coin. We're at the 50 MA right now, the 15-minute. The 1 hour is getting kind of close to the 200, which that would make me a little nervous. The 4 hour.
Cisco says height and power.
Adam and Eve. We got high or lows coming in. VWAP coming up, Stoke strength. The 4 hour might not be done. The 4 hour could be just getting started. I don't like it. I wouldn't trade it. How's that? I don't like this. I don't like the miss signals on the time frames. You can make an argument it could go higher, but it'd be kind of weird if it gets stuck at the 50, and the 50 was just at the 50 like 4 candles ago.
I don't mind XCN, guys. ISO 222 or 2022, whatever it is. It's got that ISO narrative and does some cool things, and I've seen it run at times. So,
Trent, why does this look like Netflix?
I don't know.
It does make you think of Netflix. LeBlanc.
Yeah.
Netflix. Must be a meme. Should we look at Pippin, Trent?
Yeah, but Cisco also says to look at Kite and Power.
You want to look at Kite and Power?
Sure. Yeah, I got you.
Guys, whenever you see our screens come and go that fast, I just want to let you know it's not me, it's Trent. I'm adding it on the screen and Trent's removing it, and then he's deciding to re-add it back to the screen.
No, it's because we're both clicking the button at the same time.
But who's clicking first?
You are. Flight Van says NFLX and chill.
Netflix and chill.
Let's see here, guys. So,
not financial advice.
I'll look at Pippin and Kite and Power. Real quick though, I want to point something out on Bitcoin though.
Power's the top gainer for the day, isn't it, Trent? It's up it's up 125%.
I have I've scaled into a short position on Bitcoin. Let's see. I have 10 open positions. And I've scaled into them every time Bitcoin ticks up a little bit. So I'm kind of I'm just flat on profit right now because half of those positions are in profit, half of them aren't. But
Kind of looks like it's doing something too.
But basically, I do think that it's a good time to short, because you have tweezer tops on the daily. Stochastic RSI is high on the daily. So what do I always say? I say I like to short when Stokes are high on the daily and the 4 hour. So they are high on the daily. Okay, they're not completely oversold on the 4 hour. Overbought on the 4 hour, but they are just recently. They were just recently overbought, and they are on their way back down. So while the Stokes remain high on the daily, the Stokes could kind of make one more run back up above the dotted line if we see like a return to 69 or whatever. Then Stokes could peak back above the dotted line on the 4 hour. But really, what's the big difference between where we're at right now and 69 to 69.5? As long as you're not over leveraged, it's not a bad place to be scaling in my opinion. So I go back to the daily, and again you have high stochastics, hyperwave curving over, money flow continuing to flow red, and it's not, money flow is not curving up by any means. And then the take profit number one is still very much below us, and this corresponds to why did I draw this green line? If I go to the weekly, I can probably see why I drew that. Yes. Okay, I drew this green line because it's down here at 54, and this is the bottom of the bull flag that basically took half of 2024 to build back here. Okay, so the bottom of that 2024 bull flag is coming in right where the take profit one is coming in. And if you look at the long wick down here, it comes to just a hair above 48K. So this is the reason, guys, why I've been saying 48K bottom. I honestly don't, it can, okay? Like, this is not gospel, but I don't see Bitcoin as of right now going significantly below 48K. And so the question is, do we come back up to this orange line right here before we come down to this green line? That's the question. That's the real question. Do we go up to 72 before we go down to into the 50s?
What's up, Dingle?
And I'm thinking that the answer to that is really tough, honestly. It's a mixed bag. I don't know. Like, you have this green reversal triangle signal on the weekly, but like, you can get 2 or 3 of those before it actually reverses. And then on the daily itself, I mean, I don't see how we get up to
48K daily.
I don't see how we get up to
Been here at least
72 with high stochastics on the daily. So I think that we go back down to 60, and then once we're at 60, maybe we make another run towards 70. We'll have to see where everything lines up. So I'm not saying we go to 54 tomorrow, but I do think we eventually bottom between 48 and 54 somewhere. And I mean, look, as more data comes in, I might adjust my position lower in the future, but right now, 48K, somewhere between 48 and 54 for the Bitcoin bottom this year. And I don't think we're waiting until October for it either.
You would like to wait till October, though, huh?
I don't care. I mean, you know, no skin off
Wait,
my nut.
say that again.
Oh, well, I was saying
you were like, no, I don't care, but you know what I mean. And I'm like, wait, are you saying that you do care?
I mean, I don't necessarily care. I don't necessarily care either way. CC Dingle says alt season is a myth. Well, it's definitely not a myth.
Dingle. We only had one.
It's definitely not a myth historically. I mean, you know, that's like
1.5.
That's like saying that there's no tech stock season. You know. Hey, good night, Calvin.
Calvin. Good night, Calvin.
I see you daily. You have been screaming 48K for weeks. It took me a kind of a minute. You know, you were ahead of me on that one, but I caught up.
You had to get Lux Algo first.
Yeah. Let's see. Okay, so Kite. Not
Yep.
Kate. What am I doing? Kite.
I might open up another Pippin short, Trent. You
Um,
wanna be my dingle tonight?
Kite. Man.
You like Kite, Trent? You want to buy it?
You
feeling bullish?
I mean, you want to short it just because of like you've hit your take profits and you have
Like a low leverage short.
Yeah, like you have long open
What's
width.
up, Jolenberg? I scalp shorted Pippin today at 15%. I think it might keep going down too. It's very possible.
You've got like long upper wicks and all that, but it breaks my rules because stochastic RSI is low on the daily. So, you know, I couldn't justify shorting this. Look, stochastic RSI is low on the 4-hour and the daily. So to me, if anything, I would long it before I short it. I mean, you've also got this trend line right here. Right? Like, I don't know. I mean, it's hard to imagine because it ran so much, but I think it's going to keep going up. I don't know. Like, it would have to, the trend catcher is still green after all. Like, we'd have to get under this trend catcher and flip it red before I would give up on it because Stokes are still low on the 4-hour and the daily. Either way, I wouldn't long it because it doesn't fit my strategy. But if you are looking for a coin to long right now that can run against the market, well, just think about it. Like, stochastics are high on Bitcoin on the 4-hour and on the daily, but Stokes are low on the 4-hour and the daily for Kite. So if there's something that can run against the market, this is it. Obviously, because it's been doing it, but the stochastics are showing me that it can keep doing it, you know, for a little bit longer.
Yeah.
And then what do we have? Power. Is the ticker just power or what? I guess so.
Yeah.
Whoa. Okay. Now that one's a short. That one's a short. Like you're.
You think the strength's done though? Like, what's the odds that? Like, let's say you short it and then it gets one more green candle up.
Well, that's the problem with something like this, though. You know, like
you go to like the 5 minute. Like, is the 5 minute below the 200? Like, what's the 5 minute saying? You know, Life always says he could call everything by just looking at like the 1 minute and 2 minute 200 moving average.
Yeah, I mean, real quick though. I mean, on the daily, the hyperwave is very, very, very overbought. The hyperwave is up here close to 100. You know, it's one thing for the Stokes to be overbought. You know, but the hyperwave rarely gets this high. I mean, look at the last time it was this high, the next daily candle was a very big dump. And you have this, now you have a double red triangle reversal pattern, high Stokes, high hyperwave. You've hit your take profits. You're far away from the trend catcher, which is like being far away from the 21. If I go to the 5 minute, I mean, it's on its way down, but
what, Trent?
Trend catcher is still green at the moment, so you know the verdict's still out on whether it's going to turn this trend catcher red or whether it's going to bounce off of it and go on one more little pump. You know, verdict's still out on that. But if someone's looking for a low leverage, you know, man, 4 hour Stokes are neutral. I mean,
It's hard to trade things that are so pointy
yeah, exactly.
because they're very volatile.
Right. Like I would say, guys, if you're looking for something you can put a low leverage short in, I mean, the daily looks like a short, but you just can't be so high leveraged. Here's the thing. You've got to account for this. You got to account for a move back up to that wick, and that means that you have to be 5x, you know, that means you have to be less than 5x leverage, because you just simply don't know with something this volatile, you just simply don't know whether it's going to run back up to that wick one last time. Like, and it doesn't look
Try
like
not to get
much.
wrecked. You know, trick to trading is not to lose money. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? So if you don't know if you're going to make money, you don't know if you're going to lose money, you're not trying to catch the top, you know the top's near, maybe you wait to get your confirmation, then enter your trade. It's okay with something like this. It's okay to enter a little late because you're not trying to catch the top.
Exactly.
You're trying to be conservative. You don't want to lose money.
Exactly. Like with something this volatile, that was the perfect way to say it. Like, you know, you just don't know. It doesn't look like much for it to go back up to that wick, but that's a 20% move. And, you know, it's like I can look at this hyperwave and look at these Stokes and say it's near the top. But that's why I like my trading strategy when it comes to Bitcoin. Because I can look at the high Stokes on Bitcoin and tell myself, yeah, it's not going to move against me 20% right now. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But something like this could. Like, it very well could. I don't know. So, there you go. Fat Necron said, you guys must hate making money. You said you would never hold DOT. You hold whatever is going to make you money.
You hold whatever you have conviction in. We've been over this like a gajillion, million, chillion, bajillion times. And even Gavin Ward said publicly that he was pretty much a pedo. And I'm trying to say things that not get censored and
Right.
worse things than pedo. And I was like, dude, I don't want anything to do with this guy's project. I'm glad it's kicking ass. You know, I think Gavin Woods did get kicked out of the board or something or other, but I heard it from the horse's mouth, man. I'm like, dude, I can't support this project, dude. If Epstein offered me $5,000 to go to his island, you think I'm going to go buy it? I'll go to his island? Probably not. A lot of people did. It's not my island I want to go.
I also just don't understand your premise. I don't get it. Like, this is the Binance chart on the monthly. and it's below. It's at an all-time low. Like, look, everyone loves to hate on Cardano, but let me go look at Cardano on the monthly. Like, it is not below its all-time low, and not even close. I mean, it would be, and this is on Femex, so this has less history than that Binance chart that I just showed you on Polkadot. But
I'd feel a lot better about Polkadot if it was fully unlocked.
ADA would have to fall another 80% to get to its all-time low on this Femex chart. Let's see ADA on Binance to make
like
it
what's
fair.
even Polkadot do? Like, I mean, like, you see ADA coming out with like some sort of update every week. Same with Ethereum, but what do you hear about DOT? You know,
Yeah.
a lot of teams say Gavin Woods was the problem with Ethereum.
So for ADA to go to its all-time low on the Binance chart, it would have to fall 92% from where it is right now. And stochastic RSI is at 0 on the monthly. So that's not going to happen. But Polkadot, on the other hand, it is at an all-time low on the Binance chart on the monthly. Like, I
mean, you can't be like throwing shots at like DOT like that, because also you can make the argument Luna Classic's up. You know what I mean? I'd rather hold Luna Classic than hold DOT.
Yeah.
At least I like Dow. I actually do like Dow Quan. I don't think he meant anybody to get hurt. I think that was a malicious attack that happened to him. You think he wanted to go to jail?
Let's take DOT from its bear market low in 2022 to the best that it did in this cycle. You have 185% gain. Okay, now let's take ADA from its bear market low in 2022 to the best that it did in this cycle, and you have a 445% gain. You almost 5x'd your money on ADA if you took profits. You almost 5x'd your money on ADA in this last 4-year cycle. You know, DOT only gave you 185%. Like, I don't know, man. Like, let alone, like, you know, Cardano had kind of an underwhelming year, and it still blew it out of the water. But even though I love Cardano, like, I was not just exposed to Cardano. I sold a lot of XRP over $3. So if the argument is just about, oh, we must hate making money, then let's look at XRP.
Oh, let's do what Francisco says. Go short DOT. Now it's time for the dump.
Let's look at XRP, like a coin that me and T Square both
hold valiantly.
Yeah, so now we really must hate making money. Right? Because this was a 10x from its bear market bottom. And what was this bear market bottom exactly? 33 cents. So my average entry wasn't that low. It was about 48 cents. Let me go from my personal average entry.
No.
Let me find it here. 48 cents. Yeah.
Just so I want to play a little bit of devil's advocate, if that's okay.
My personal average entry on XRP did 654%. So, and I did sell a lot of it actually above $3. So I don't hate making money. For the record.
And a little bit of devil's advocate. If you want to trade DOT right now, it actually doesn't look that bad. I mean, the bullish pennant, long fat leg up, you know, money flow is increasing on DOT. Stoke did just get a little high. The 1 hour does show momentum still to the upside. I like the uptick in money flow. That's nice. The 4 hour, we do have a green dot. Stokes and strength curving up. We're above the 200. Slight increase on money flow. 6 hour also has a green dot. Not so bad. We're challenging. I like to see the fact that we're challenging the 200 so soon. I think that's a good sign. It almost looks like the Bitcoin pattern right here. We are getting a curvature coming on in the money flow. The VWAP is breaking down. Strengths and Stokes on the longer time frame, the 12 hour, are being challenged. But the shorter time frames look pretty good. They look pretty good for that, okay?
Beautiful entry, Jolenberg.
Yeah, it's not something that I can hold with morals long term, but it'd be something that you could definitely trade in short term and make some money. And it doesn't look like it's done yet either. I'll be perfectly honest with you. I don't think it's done.
I wouldn't even long it. Morally on a trade.
That means sold XRP at 250 though. That's not sad, Jolenberg. That's good. That means you could have a chance to get more XRP.
Yeah, and
you wait. Hold on. Fat Nacron, you bought it at $1.80. That's when George bought it. Are you? Did you watch George's channel? Is that when you first got conviction?
Fat Necron, when you say that, you know, Polkadot was at $4 when XRP was at $2, like we have to make a market cap argument though. That's like saying Yearn Finance was at $40,000 when Ethereum was at $4,000. Like, yeah, but the market.
Look at this, Trent. Bitcoin did close above. I actually closed like right on the 200, and it instantly started breaking out. Is this flag going to play out? This bullish pennant going to play out for Bitcoin? It's looking very likely, actually.
I don't.
Near the 1 hour, Trent.
Not a bull pennant.
A bull flag, bull pennant.
I mean, to me, it's not any of those.
Well, it's something. It looks pretty good, though. The green dot in the 4 hours starting to break out. 6 hour also showing strength. And you can't say that does not look pretty good. Like, I mean, look at that green candle right there. I mean, if it gave it all back, okay, I would argue that doesn't look that good. But 15 minutes still showing strength. It's challenging the 100. It's the orange line right here. You can barely see.
So I'm not.
We just 5 minutes above the 200 now.
Go back to whatever you were on before that. Yeah. So. Okay, so that's just the 15-minute, but I don't really understand the market cipher oscillator like you do. Market cipher B, I think it's called. Yeah. But the real pointy part of the oscillator, what's going on with that?
Right here?
Yeah.
That's momentum.
Right, but the fact that it's so pointy and so high so quick, like, is that...
That does. I've seen those go both ways. You could just make the argument that there is open doors. You could also make the argument that that's the peak. How I would counter that is I start looking at the other things. Like, I like the fact that the money flow is coming in. I like the fact that Stokes are still green and pointing up, and I like the fact that strength is pointing up. Now, we did get one slight tick in the strength, and the VWAP did get one slight bend into it, but we're still at 20, which is pretty high compared to it's been previously. You know, even on this peak, it was at 19, so we're higher than where it was previously. Same with this one right here, 19. So this is the highest VWAP we've had. Let me expand down the 1 hour. I like how this candle looks. If this was breaking down, I've been like an oh crap moment. The fact that it didn't break down, we actually bounced off the 200 previously, and it's doing a full-on reversal makes me feel pretty good. Now, if it gets to right here and closes and gives it all back, I'm like, well, that sucks, you know. But I like how it looks right now.
You think it's going to take out the high, though?
I think so. And why I think that is I like this green dot right here. Now, granted, I don't know how much higher. It might only get up to 69, maybe 70. right in this range, right where we looked at the while the liquidation levels were earlier. I also like, you can't really see this, but if you look over here, it's a 1 on my screen, and the VWAP just crossed over the 0 line. I like that the green dot's there, as well as the 15-minute looks good. Now, the 15-minute looks good, and the 4-hour looks good. That's a strong sign that it's going to flip the 1 hour. I like how the strength has curvature coming in, and I like the Stokes are low and curving up. I also kind of see a possible, maybe I'm kind of like stretching it out, but you can kind of make a little bit, I'm trying to grab it like you kind of get a little bit of a head and shoulder possible pattern kind of coming in. And I think that looks pretty good, just from my personal perspective right here. We also got the 6-hour looks really good too. 6 hours also getting a pretty strong flip on the strength and Stokes. Green dot, the VWAP is breaking up and money flow. There's a lot of volume coming in, but the fact that it's starting to bend more to the upside, I kind of like that. But then you start losing on the other time frames, like the 12-hour. You can make the argument never flipped bearish. It still has that strength to it.
Yeah, I mean, stochastic RSI is at 97 on the daily. And to me, any pump that the 4-hour gives you right now is just, it's doing the opposite of a trampoline effect, right? If you flip yourself upside down on the trampoline, you're pushing up into the trampoline. Like any pump you get on the 4-hour, you're pushing up on the trampoline, and it's just gonna shoot you down. So
I think it's possible to come up to 70,000 on this 4-hour right now, tomorrow.
I would, yeah, I would be okay with that.
I'm not saying it's a full breakout, because
Yeah.
I'm still bearish, but the 2-day and the 3-day also look pretty effing good.
Yeah, I mean, I'm okay with 70K, but
Which is still
that's
way below this.
still a triple top to me.
February, I think we're going to wake up to the green candle, then sell for the month, exclude majority of the profits for March. You're probably right, Francisco. And we still at like 48K. It looks likely to be a bottom. Joel Brooks says, scalp. That Necron says, just wait for BTC at least get back to its all-time high. I'm boiling on crypto altogether. Too much stress. Can go easily. Get 7. 72K max pain bull trap. 7% return on stock market guaranteed. Let's take a look at something too. Let's come on over here. You see, I was looking at Polkadot while we were talking at Necron. But how do I get to the home part? What I just want to look at, nope, too far. Fear and Greed's at 16, it's still a good time to buy. It definitely has increased. We're here we at right now at 16. We did peak bottom out at, what is that? I remember that being 5, I believe it was, or 11, 5 right there.
Oh, do you know you're not on the screen?
Oh, I didn't know that.
Huh.
Why'd you take me off?
I don't know.
Guys, I didn't do that. Trent.
I didn't do it. I was
Here we go. Fear and Greed. We're at 16. Extreme Fear last week was 12, so it did increase up. Last month was negative 35. So we're still down from that. Here's our 5 mark. It hasn't increased.
Necron, it doesn't guarantee free money if DOT keeps going down.
I second that. All right. I think I have to call it, Trent.
Yeah, for sure.
Would you like to continue, or do you have to go too?
We can wrap it up.
All right. So we're going to wrap it up, guys, because I have to go to sleep and Trent has to go look at his trades during the show.
I gotta go twiddle my thumbs. I'm gonna go. Well, honestly, what I'm gonna do after this, I'm gonna go get on Duolingo. I'm gonna go do some more Spanish.
Olingo?
And Duolingo. And then I'm gonna go get on Biblingo, and I'm gonna do some more biblical Greek. And believe it or not, that's how I wind down.
You should learn like the ancient Greek and like Hebrew so you can read like Arabic so you can read the Bible in its original form.
Well, that's why I do Greek. That's why I do Koine Greek from the 1st century. I'm getting to the point where I can read the New Testament in Greek. So
You should try reading Swahili. Hey guys, thank you everybody for tuning in. Thank you, Mr. Fat Necron. Thank you, Lucas. Hey, what's up, Lucas? Missed you, boys. Good TA. Hey, thanks, Lucas. I hate CCP. Thank you for coming on in. Jolenberg, thank you for coming on in. Mr. Dingle, thank you for coming on in. Mr. Daily, the daily guy. He is here every day, Mr. Daily. Thank you for coming on in. D.U. Mr. D.U is over there on Kick and YouTube. Thank you for coming in, D.U. Fat Necron, I hope Dot makes you a millionaire because, you know, I'm the type of guy that I'm happy if you are successful. I don't get jealous. I am proud of to call you my friend and you become a millionaire. Dude, congratulations to you. Mr. Francisco Santos, one of our lead traders right now in the Discord. He's been hot on some of his calls. Thank you for coming on in, Mr. Francisco. I gotta keep scrolling. Mr. Real Meta, thank you for coming on in, Mr. Real Meta. Mr. Calvin, thank you for coming on in, Mr. Calvin. Flight fan, Mr. Flight fan says Netflix and chill. Maybe we should short Netflix. Chris has issues, or is it problems? Thank you for coming on in, Chris. GT, what's up, GT? Yeah, thank you for sharing your Taco Del Mar story.
I don't touch that cat. I hate CCP. She's finicky.
Yeah, and now I got a whole want to go to Taco Del Mar. Vision Pulse Fat Boy, thank you for telling us that you think ADA is crap and that XRP is great.
Everyone buy PP, he says.
Hey, kitty. Trent, show the cat. No cats. What me and Trent are more dog lovers.
Yes.
And CC James, thank you for coming on in. CC James, and on that, John 316, Acts 221, incognito. Thank you for coming on in, Mr. Acts 221. I see you guys over there on X. Everybody, thank you for tuning in on X. Thank you for tuning in on Kick. Thank you for tuning in on Rumble. We'll be back tomorrow, 7 p.m. Standard Time. And it's going to be a happy Friday, guys, because why? I don't work weekends. I hope you don't have to work weekends, too. On that note, stay blessed. T-Square, Trent. Out. Cheers. Trent, you didn't finish your beer. Chug.
Daniel Kaufman just came in.
Daniel, we'll look at Josh tomorrow.